My wife and I have been married for 10 years, and up until recently everything was going great. We have a 5-year-old daughter and life felt full and happy. But what I'm about to share, a story of betrayal, is something I never imagined could happen to me. It's strange, almost surreal, but it's real. It all began on our daughter Candela's 5th birthday. My wife and I wanted to throw her an unforgettable celebration. We thought, why not go all out? After all, she's our only child and we wanted her to be over the moon with happiness. Living in a spacious house with a decent-sized yard gave us plenty of room to host a big party. We decided to hire an entertainment team through an agency to keep the kids entertained. They brought in popular cartoon characters, a clown, and other performers. The day was magical. We invited loads of family, friends, and even the neighborhood kids. The performers did a fantastic job and the children had the time of their lives. As for Candela, she was absolutely glowing with joy. Seeing my daughter that happy made everything worthwhile. With so many guests around, my wife and I barely got a chance to sit down. We were constantly mingling, making sure everyone felt welcome. The entertainers arrived early, which gave us a chance to iron out a few last-minute details. They showed up already in makeup, but not yet in costume. I handled most of the logistical stuff when they first arrived, but during the party itself, my wife Lila ended up interacting with them more. Once the chaos of the party died down, life returned to its usual rhythm. The memory of Candela's birthday was still fresh, but we were back to our daily grind. The real turning point came a couple of weeks later. I had some work documents that needed urgent attention, so I brought them home to review in the evening. The next morning, I overslept and had to rush out the door. In my haste, I grabbed the wrong folder and didn't realize my mistake until a few hours into my workday. Frustrated but out of options, I jumped into my car and headed back home to retrieve the correct documents. And that's where everything started to unravel. When I pulled into the driveway, I noticed Lila's car parked in the yard. That didn't strike me as odd. She wasn't scheduled to leave for work until after lunch. The house, however, was unusually quiet, and Lila didn't come out to greet me, which felt a little off. Shrugging it off, I quickly headed inside straight to the small table near the sofa where I'd left my work documents. As I rifled through the folders, I caught a glimpse of Lila descending the stairs out of the corner of my eye. "Did something happen?" she asked, her voice tight. "I just forgot my documents," I replied, barely looking up. But there was something in her tone that made me pause. It was strained, guarded, as if she were trying to mask her nerves. She stopped a few feet away, her eyes tracking my every move. Her unease was palpable, and it started to unsettle me. "Lila, what's going on?" I asked, straightening up to look at her. "Nothing really," she said, attempting a weak smile, but her voice faltered and I could feel her tension hanging in the air. Pushing aside my growing suspicion, I focused back on my documents. Time was ticking and I needed to get back to work. Grabbing the folder I'd come for, I turned to leave, calling out, "All right, I'm off. See you tonight." And then I froze. There on the couch sat a man's bag, a leather satchel I didn't recognize. A flood of emotions surged through me. Confusion, anger, disbelief. I picked up the bag and turned to face Lila. She stood rooted to the spot, silent and pale. Lowering the bag, I felt a sudden urgency to uncover the truth. Without a word, I dashed up the stairs, taking them 2 at a time. When I reached the bedroom, it was empty, but as I flung open the closet door, I came face to face with a half-dressed man. For a moment, rage boiled over and I was ready to drag him down the stairs. But then I froze, recognition dawning. His face was familiar, too familiar. "You're the clown from the agency," I said, my voice trembling with shock. "You performed at my daughter's birthday party." And it really was him. The absurdity of the situation hit me like a ton of bricks. Couldn't believe it. Without much resistance, I threw him out of the house. But the real confrontation was yet to come. Lila and I had a long, painful conversation. She admitted she'd been drawn to him during the party, had taken his business card herself, and later reached out. From there, things had spiraled between them. I couldn't forgive her, Betrayal of this magnitude felt insurmountable. We divorced not long after. What else could I do? How do you rebuild trust when it's been shattered so completely? Looking back, it's still hard to comprehend. My wife, a woman I'd built a life and family with, chose to cheat with the clown who entertained our child on her birthday. If nothing else, it's proof that some people just don't value a loving spouse and a strong family. So guys, if you all liked today's story, please like the video and subscribe to our channel. And don't forget to press the bell icon. Thank you for watching.